Good morning, everyone. A lady was complaining to her husband about remodeling her kitchen. "You have been telling me you were going to get me new cabinets for 10 years, said the wife. "They are a luxury, and the ones we have are fine," the husband replied. The next day, the wife goes to visit her mother for 2 weeks. When she returns, she is overjoyed to see a brand new kitchen waiting for her. She was so thrilled that every night when the husband got home, she would have his favorite meal on the table, and after dinner she would rub his feet and read him the paper while he sits in his recliner. A couple of weeks later, a neighbor came by for a visit. After admiring the new cabinet, she says, "All of us were so very glad that the fire your husband started while you were gone was just confined in the kitchen." Okay, I'm going to read some announcements and then I'll go through the weekly announcements. Says, "We are having another Illinois Day. Last year we had great attendance and hope to have more this year. We will have many good prizes and great food. The time is Sunday, March 4th, 1 to 3 p.m. in the Activities Building. Volunteers are needed. If you are interested in volunteering, please contact Jean or Sylvia Salmon at 863-471-2182 or 863-202-0493. I only have about 20 more pages to go through here, so just bear with me. Okay, all right. So, I think I need a separate little stand for myself. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So I'm going to go through the week's schedule here. Today we have line dancing here at noon. Sevens at 1 o'clock in the mirror room. There's going to be a slideshow in the community room at 2 o'clock. And then this afternoon we have bingo, or this evening early, we have bingo. Be here and ready to play by 6:15. Make sure to wear your name badge. Tomorrow, they have the special meals here at 5:30. The doors open at 5 o'clock. On Wednesday is the TMAC meeting at 3 o'clock and the HOA meeting at 7 o'clock. On Friday, we have the Tanglewood Friends at 5:30. On Saturday, they have the Country Breakfast here at 8 o'clock. Then the Art League has their exhibit and sale from 1 to 4. And then in the nighttime, we have a dance, the Susie Nash Duo, at 7 o'clock. Will be a ladies' luncheon on Thursday, January 25th at the Hibachi Grill. The sign-up is on the credenza. Arrive at 11 and eat at 11:30. Reminder that the Dr. Bucci Gift to Sight contest, there's a box in the craft room that you can leave your unused prescription glasses in. And there's papers in there where you can write your name and phone number. And you should put one entry form per pair of donated glasses. There will be a potluck on February 13th, 2018. The sign up for that is also on the credenza. And then we will be having The TMAC elections will be on Monday, February the 12th. So I'm going to read the TMAC information for that. So all committees will be represented with sign-up sheets. If you are interested in an activity, your talents are needed, and there is always something you can do, no matter what your physical condition or limitations. You can ask the committee chairperson or a member question about how their committees work. All committees that collect dues require you have dues paid prior to Election Day to be eligible to vote, and you must be signed up to vote on any committee on Election Day. All the sign-up sheets will be picked up Friday, February 9th, 2018. The time slots for each committee will be posted at that time. On Election Day, we do have coffee. However, all other activities are closed until 5:30. We meet in the craft room. The community room, or the bingo area of the clubhouse. No committee business is to be discussed. We are there only for election of officers. And so the time for each committee to vote will be 15 minutes, no exception. In order to keep on schedule, please be here on time. You must have signed up on the committee sign-up sheet if you wish to vote in the election. We do a roll call. There must be a minimum number of members present to continue as a committee. Each committee elects a chairman, vice chair, secretary, and treasurer. Or if a small committee, secretary and treasurer combination. The chairman or vice chair should be full-time so the committee runs smoothly all year. The term is for 1 year, beginning March 1st. However, both outgoing and incoming committee members work together, so the transition is easier. The chairman represents the committee at the TMAC meetings, or in his or her absence, the vice chair sits in. If for some reason the chair or vice chair cannot be present, they can assign someone in writing. This should be turned in to the TMAC secretary. All chairmen elected must be in the mirror room promptly at 2:45 on Wednesday's regular meeting day, 2/21, to elect a TMAC chairperson and vice chairperson to be introduced by the current chairperson. The secretary and treasurer are appointed positions at TMAC. All chairmen that currently do not have a copy will receive a copy of the Tanglewood bylaws. All committees are working committees, and the more volunteers, the easier it is for the committee to run smooth. Newly voted chairpersons will be asked if they are willing to be a TMAC chairman at time of voting. Okay. So I will put that, I am going to put out the sign-up sheet for the committees. That will be out this morning before coffee is over. And as Alan was mentioning, that you all, the community, make up this place, and this is your chance now to sign up to volunteer. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and thank you so very much.
Bruce Eberly from Special Events. Pardon me? Okay. We had a really great show last night. Those of you who were in attendance, I think, would agree that it was a very energetic show and very entertaining. And we are going to try and book them again for next year. We're in discussions with that, and this group of young people that entertained us last night, they, for no charge, they're not paid, they're not compensated in any way. For a year, they go around and do shows in venues like ours to pay for their true mission, and that mission is to go to veterans' homes and hospitals. And they spend the day in a facility. They have a lot of one-on-one contact with the vets, and it's just a tremendous mission that they have, and a testament to young people, because a lot of times we hear about the bad things that young people do. Well, these young people were pillars of our community, and I hope you all enjoyed the show last night. Thank you. I've started something new, at least for me. We're working the bugs out on it, but it's a PowerPoint presentation about all the shows, upcoming shows that we have. This happens to be the last slide on the presentation, and I got a lot of phone calls and emails through Nextdoor and whatnot about the cost of the show, what day of the show, what time is the show. And if you are new, I understand that, but we got those questions from people who have been here a long time. Every show is Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Every show, with the exception of one show, and that's the Showcase. We had that a couple weeks ago. Every show is $10 per person. Every single show this season. We have concessions before the show and during intermission. This next show coming up on the 28th, there will be no intermission. They're just going to run 90 minutes straight through. And you know, we have lots of fun, and bring your friends and neighbors and whatnot so we can enjoy it together. Now, as far as the future shows are concerned, on the 28th we have Assisted Living. It's the musical. If you're uncertain about who they are and what they do, go online and Google Assisted Living, the musical. Don't do it just Assisted Living, because you'll get a picture of Tanglewood. But do Assisted Living, the musical, and it's very comical. They have music, variety. I think you'll enjoy yourself. It'll be a great, great time. The 25th of February is Gordy and Debbie. They're Branson entertainers. They've been here before, from what I understand, and they put on a great show. March 11th, Richie Hayes, the Variety Review. He was at our showcase last year, and he did a tremendous job, and we wanted to sign him on right away, which he did. And then the 25th of March is Dick Hardwick and Tony Knight. Dick is a comedian. He was at our showcase this year, and Tony Knight is a singer. And then our final show is Past Tense with Red Hot and Blue Collar. They were both acts were at our showcase last year, and the committee signed them on to be your entertainment, your final entertainment for the year. I'd like to put a little plug in for our committee. We need more help. We have a tremendous group of volunteers, and I hope they all stay. But for those of you who are new to the community, you want to get involved with a fun committee, and we have a great time, please consider special events. Not that any other committee doesn't need people, but we would love to have you. We do a lot of work. We set up this entire room the night of the show. We tear it back down so that we can have coffee the next morning. So I would hope that you give every single committee serious consideration, because we all need your help, but we really need special
Howard
events.
Lowry for our new directory program, which is going to be underway starting this morning for sign-ups, which will be after coffee this morning in the mirror room over here to my left. So there are people there available to get you started on that, and this will be happening every Monday after coffee until we have our schedule filled up, which goes all the way through April or later if we have to. So please be aware of that and get over there afterwards this morning to sign up. There also will be somebody there this morning, I think, for people that might want to be volunteers when we have the actual photo days. We need a lot of people to be there to register the people that are coming in to have their photos taken. So there's a lot of room for volunteers for that as well. So stop in the mirror room this morning and we'll get you on that list as well. So thank you. Have
Good
a
morning.
wonderful
I'm Cindy
morning.
Murray, here with Wood and Glass. And as you know from before, we're doing a lot of glass classes this year. And to let you know, Fused Glass, February is full, but we are signing up for March and April. Stained Glass has openings for February, March, and April. And don't worry if you're going to have to miss one or you get sick or something, because we're there and we will catch you up. We do that every day. Mosaic classes, we had our first class. If you get a chance, come by and we'll show you. We'll, even if we have to take it to the door so that you can peek in at them. They are just gorgeous, and we're signing up for February, March, and April. The Advanced Fuse is going to do a choral and or a frit bowl, and that's January 24th. And that is an advanced class you have to have taken the beginning, and we might have a couple spaces left on that. People that want to work, we pretty much have classes all day Wednesdays, but we have the smaller room, and you're more than welcome to work in the big room. We just ask that when we're giving instruction that no machinery is running, and that's only for a few minutes. Over at the Michigan table, I'll just throw that in case somebody isn't in line for it. We're having tickets for, or during Monday morning coffee, so if you want tickets, Don and Sue can take care of that, and there's a sign up back there for particular foods.
Sue Carpenter for Trips
and I'm
and Travel. First of all, I'd like to announce the Panama Canal trip, which is January 27th to February 6th. They have 88 travelers going. Randy Roth, Tracy Miller, and Sharon Gilmore have scheduled a pre-trip meeting for Tuesday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. to distribute documents. Secondly, the Mamma Mia trip, February the 17th. There is one seat available. Its cost is $80. And I had a report this morning that the Chicago trip that they went on was wonderful. So you might still consider that. The farm trip is now in the book, in the credenza. It's going to be March the 10th. It's $95 with a steak meal included. The final payment for that will be January 31st. So first come, first serve, because it's going to go quick. There are 20 seats available for the Winter Park trip, which is March the 16th. It's $32, and it's a great trip. And lastly is the Ireland trip for September of 2018. If you'd like information, please go to the TWR Times and download the information sheet. And she has scheduled a travel representative to come January 22nd to make a presentation. I think
Good
that's all I got.
morning. I'm Julia Hinshaw, and I'm here to remind you about the Ladies High Tea. That is February 7th from 2 to 4 here in the clubhouse. Tickets will go on sale next Monday, January 22nd, before coffee. Ladies,
Good morning,
we hope to
everyone.
see you
Judith
there and have a
Eckstein,
great day.
Tanglewood Art
Thank
League.
you.
I just want to let you all know that Saturday is the day. That's the day of our art exhibition and sale right here in this room. The whole room will be transformed. It's a wonderful event. It is free. We do ask you to buy a raffle, 7 for $5, which goes to, all the money goes to our scholarship fund, and the monetary award is given to a student at the college, South Florida State College, in April. And you also could win either one of two lovely pieces of art, which are right over there. So you come in, it's basically a free event. You could win. The drawing is at the event at the end of the day. Light refreshments are served. The gates will be open. Everyone is welcome to come, and we urge you to do that and support your community. We will have 24 artists exhibiting their work, and I just do want to say that everything you will see on Saturday is produced by the members of the Art League right here, every artist, nobody from the outside. So this is really a great event for Tanglewood. It's only once a year. It's our 8th annual, and we look for your
Shirley
support.
Cabot with a
Bring
whole bunch of
everybody.
stuff.
Thank you.
First off, I want to say that there are 3 of us on the diversions committee who've been working with some at-risk kindergartners, and the first thing we learn is that they don't pay attention. Second thing we learn is they can't sit still. So I know you guys are better than that, right? We don't have to use our teacher voices on you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's not for now.
Not too fast.
That's for a whole different event. Put it on the screen. Howard says put it on the screen. Okay, meanwhile, listen to me, okay? Listen. The food drives we've been running, the first Friday food drives, we kept getting messed up with the garbage cans, so we're moving them to Tuesday. It'll be the second Tuesday of each month, starting on February 13th. Take a sack of non-perishable goods, put them on the end of your driveway or on your mailbox. We'll pick them up starting at 9 o'clock and take them to the Parkway Food Mission. I thank you for that. February 6th, the annual spelling bee. I'll have a sign-up sheet out for that today. We have cash prizes totaling $120 for the top 4 spellers. Okay. Stepping just aside a little bit, the Dog Club has asked me to announce that the classes will be starting this week. The beginner and intermediate obedience and agility classes will start this Wednesday. Agility at 8:30, obedience at 10 o'clock. The advanced classes start next week, Tuesday. Agility at 9, obedience at 10:30. Call Carol Ann Breton. She's in the phone book. She'll have the details. Classes are $5 a piece, pay as you go, and you must be a member of the Dog Club. Okay, getting back to diversions. The Sevens card game is today. I know it came up kind of fast. We're going to be in the mirror room because the other room was needed for something else. You can buy a small bag of chips for $2 or a large bag for $5. It's an easy game. It's fun. It's loud. The winners go home with a little cash in their pocket. Finally, the Educators Appreciation Party. That is going to be the 23rd of this month here in the big room. Now, we had a sign-up sheet out for a week. It seems to have walked away. It has gone missing. If you have signed up on that sheet, we ask you please to either sign up on the news sheet or just talk to one of the diversions people because we need to know how many cupcakes to order. We're getting the cupcakes from Nutmeg Cafe. And if you've been to Nutmeg Cafe, you know they've got some mighty fine cupcakes. So that's on the 23rd, starts at 1 o'clock. When you sign up, you can indicate if you were involved in the education field in any way, bus driver, lunch lady, teacher, administrator, anything like that. We want you all. And if you haven't been involved in education, we want you anyway to come and celebrate those who have survived teaching kindergarten and grew up to become productive citizens like us. Thank you.
Okay. I've been asked by Judy Blake's family. They're having her celebration of life Saturday the 20th in the activities building from noon to 3. She lived across the street from me, dear lady. Those of you that knew her, the family said the refreshments will be available, and come on over and celebrate her life.
This committee here. I just want to remind people that if you want to be on the committee next year, you do have to sign up. Even though you're on the committee now, we have to sign up for the coming year. And that goes for all of us. So looking forward to seeing many of you. Thank you.
The committee that's always, always, always after your money. I know we're always in your face asking for money, but here's what I want you to know. This past Christmas, we doubled what we had the year before, and next year we want to double it again. One of the very, very important things that we need is a nativity scene. We have a 12-piece nativity scene that we've picked out. It's going to run $700. So this is why we're after your money like all the time. So with that in mind, we want to tell you that we sold Christmas trees this past year, and we made 50 Christmas trees to sell. And people came and said, oh, we wanted some Christmas trees, and we didn't get any. So we are going to build Christmas trees this summer when it's hot and we can't play golf. So we're taking orders for Christmas trees. The Christmas trees are 2 for $25, but if you give us a $5 deposit, we will build you a tree this summer. If you have trouble stringing them, we'll help you string them. If you have trouble putting them in the ground, we will help you put it in the ground. Can't get much better than that. Last year, the cookbooks were our big money maker, enabled us to put out $3,000 for the lights that we've already done. So we still have cookbooks. There are some left. They're $14 each. Our big money maker right now is the cruise, wine cheese cruise for 10 people. This is absolutely a fabulous thing. If you win, you pick your 8 people that you want to go with you, and you call Alan Holmes, who has so graciously donated this to us again. You call him, you make your arrangements, and he will work with you, and you go when the both of you can work it out. Some people are getting their groups of 10 together, and each couple is donating putting in $25, and they're buying a block of tickets. This increases your chances tremendously. We're only selling 200 5-pack tickets. So basically, this makes your chances of winning 1 in 200. So you're going to have a fantastic time. You're going to help the decorating committee. We're going to have lots and lots of lights, and we're going to have a nativity scene. But we need your money. Sorry, we need your money. Now that I've asked you for your money, I just have something that I'm sorry I think needs to be said. The Outdoor Decorating Committee is tremendously lucky, because we are told all of the time what a good job we're doing and how nice it looks, and we understand how happy you are. But Alan pointed out to you that everything in this community is done by volunteers. And we volunteers in all of the committee, we talk to each other because we just do, because we're a group. And you've heard me nag about 85% and 15%. Please be kind to your volunteers, because if you get in their face like the 15% do, you are going to lose your volunteers, and all of your activities will be gone. There will be no shuffleboard. There will be no country breakfast. Doesn't get yelled at, by the way. But these people volunteer their time because they love it. But when they get yelled at, they no longer love it. It's just not fun. So please be kind to your volunteers and thank them. Because, like I said, the outdoor committee you thank all the time, but thank the other ones. And thank you for giving me your time.
Billy has already announced there's a dance, but I just want to tell you a little about this. Is a new group. We had a cancellation of our entertainer in January, and they found us, the Susie Nash duo, who has, during the summer, plays up and down the east coast of the United States. Susie is the featured singer, and her husband is the other part of the duo. So I think it's going to be a great night. He is a stitch on the phone, so I can only imagine how much fun we're going to have. She delivers songs from Patsy Cline, Etta James, Barbra Streisand, and such, and she has been entertaining in South Florida and the Palm Beaches for over 30 years. Her repertoire is a wide range of styles, from country to standards to party favorites and love songs. She is one of these people, from what I understand from her husband, that has been singing all her life, and you should really enjoy her. I wish you would come out, because this is a new group, and when it's a new group, people say, oh, I haven't heard of them. Well, maybe this is our chance to bring new entertainment to Central Florida. The one thing you will really want to support them, because when Susie and Al are not performing, they share their other passion, which is providing assistance and support for our homeless veterans. They work through the Angels of Hope outreach. So I would hope you would come and support us and these new entertainers for their entertainment and for their help to our veterans, which we all want to support. Thank you.
Also with the Outdoor Decorating Committee. And just one thing I'd like to talk about, Tanglewood Friends, is this Friday night. We are honoring Joan Ruley. The price is $6 per ticket. Our entertainer is Laura Patton. Joan's favorite colors was pink and purple, so if you've got your tickets, maybe put a little pink and purple on to honor Joan. We will have a 50-50, and we also have door prizes. We always have door prizes. We will be supplying 2 pieces of pizza per person, per table. The tickets are on sale right after coffee, and that is it, because we will be ordering the food today. So this will be your last opportunity. We do have a few tickets left. So come see Brad and I after coffee.
Jan Carball with Monday Morning Coffee.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
And as Billy said, there is going to be elections on February 12th, and I just want to make a formal announcement that I am going to be passing on the torch for Monday Morning Coffee. So we're looking for someone to take it over, and hopefully that will be among the volunteers that sign up. I just want to thank my committee because they've been amazing. They're here every Monday. It's not once a month, it's every Monday. And they come in here early in the morning with smiles on their faces, and they brighten up your day as they brighten mine. So a big thank you to them, and if you would thank them too, that would be very nice. They are very, very, very giving, but we're going to have to look after my rent. I just have to pass on the torch. It's time for somebody to step forward and volunteer and take this over. And you can have a lot of fun too. So hopefully somebody will
I'm Tom
do
Ginther
that.
on the Board of Directors of the Homeowners Association. And I wanted to announce several things that are taking place at the meeting on Wednesday. But first of all, I want to introduce Donna Scorse. Donna has been introduced before as the chair of our membership committee. She's going to be heading the membership drive, which starts this coming week. She and her committee are going to be knocking on doors, trying to explain to people what the Homeowner Association does, why they should become a member. And because there are going to be people going around the community, I wanted to make sure that from a law enforcement background, we provided a measure of safety for them because we have some ladies involved doing this as well. But Donna wants to introduce these people so that you know they're going to be going around the community, and we don't want them to be feel like they're isolated. So Donna, if you would do that for me.
Be happy to, thank you. When I call your name, would you please stand? Because I sure would like to have all of you out there know who is on our committee and look at those faces because you'll be seeing them in the neighborhood starting this week. Daryl Trebek. Daryl, are you here? No, I guess not. Elaine Schmidt. Cheryl McCullough. Cheryl, I know you're here. I saw you a minute ago. Okay, there she is. All right, thank you. Reggie and Lois Maxon. Thank you. Bill Menaher. Did I pronounce that right? Bill? There he is. And we also have Joyce Boyven, but Joyce is not with us today. So if you will turn around and take a look at your neighbors that will be calling on non-members, we thank you very much, and we look forward to meeting all of you.
Thanks, Donna. I think it's important to understand that from our perspective on the board, the people that are not members have a pretty much of a lack of understanding as to what we do, and we want to make sure that that doesn't interfere with their decision to become a member of the HOA. The Homeowner Association meeting is going to be Wednesday at 7 o'clock. This is an important meeting. It happens once a year. It's referred to in the statute and our bylaws as the membership meeting. It's where the nominating committee nominates persons for the positions of board vacancies. So we currently have one official board vacancy, and the nominating committee has met, and they're going to present the nominations for the filling of that board position. The election will be in February at our annual meeting, and that will take place on Wednesday. The other thing that is going to take place on Wednesday is we're going to update everyone on the safety and roadway committees and what's happening with the roadways and the gate issue that we're having. Finally, I'm going to make a presentation on the statutory committee, give you a detailed update on the rent mediation process, which is well underway at this point. And finally, some of you know, but pretty much we've been trying to get organized for the last couple of months. The county has asked me to be the manager of the Senior versus Crime program. The Senior versus Crime program is a program from the Florida Attorney General. It's a special project, and the Senior versus Crime program is being housed at the County Sheriff's Department. As of the middle of December or so, we are currently up and running. What the Senior versus Crime program is if you become a victim of a financial impropriety or something that someone has taken advantage of you from a financial perspective, and it doesn't fall into a criminal element, the Senior versus Crime personnel are empowered by the Attorney General's office and the county sheriff to investigate the issue, even though it's civil and a police officer can't do it. We can investigate the issue and help in any restitution process. At this point, there are 44 offices, Senior versus Crime offices throughout the state. And just to give you an example of the type of services that we can provide, in the last probably 3 weeks, we've assisted, I think that's 8 people so far. We've gotten just under $1,000 in restitution and resolved several instances where there were contract disputes with the contractors. In any case, this is something that's brand new. This will be the first presentation publicly that Senior versus Crime is making, and it's going to be held at the homeowner association meeting, and the board is sponsoring this project. So thank you very much. We hope to see you.
Let's look at the welcome table. What have we got there?
Good morning. We have one new person to introduce, and before we do that, though, I want to put on my Michigan hat. Don't forget that tickets will be on sale for the Michigan Party today, next Monday, and the last Monday in February. They're $5 per person, and I'm sorry, they'll be on sale the month of January. The party is on Friday, February 9th at 4 o'clock. And now I will turn the microphone over to Jane.
Hi, I'm Jane Harris, and we...
Talk into the microphone.
Hi, I'm Jane Harris, and... I'm Jane Harris, and we moved, my husband and I, Wilbur, moved here about 2 weeks ago. We retired from Indiana, went to Arizona for about 5 years. Our daughter talked us into coming to Florida, and so here we are, and that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Jean and her husband live on Broken Arrow, so make sure that you wave and welcome them to the community. I also have a gentleman here who wants to make an announcement, so I'm going to turn the microphone over to Dave.
Thank you. I'm Dave Broadfoot. I'm a resident here, and we're going to have the Aviation Expo starting a week from this Wednesday. And along with the Aviation Expo at the airport here in Sebring, next to the racetrack, the Ford Tri-Motor is coming. And you can buy a ride on this Ford Tri-Motor 1929 airplane. It holds 10 passengers. They're going to fly it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all day. So you could call in and reserve a seat if you want, or you can buy a ticket at the door at the airport and ride on a 1929 airplane. I've done it 3 times, and it's a thrill each time. So I'm going to leave these brochures or posters here at the welcome table. You're welcome to pick them up and take them along. It's got the information on it, and I'll remain here for any questions you might have. Thank you.
All right. As everybody said beforehand, we are a group of volunteers. If you want things done, you have to volunteer to get the committees moving. So preparatory to the elections, each committee on 2 successive Mondays, we will have half the committees set up the chairman at these tables so that you can talk to the chairman and find out about a committee to know what committees you want to join if you don't belong to one now. Billy and I will set that up.